Alright guys, we are back for another game. What I want to do, instead of just showing the grind after grind after grind, I mean, I can show hundreds of hours of gameplay if that's what you want. But what I want to do is walk through my thought process and get you understanding how to think about gameplay, okay? So I have a plan and I want to execute that plan the same as I can every time. So I go here, chemical engineering. That is my preferred place to drop in for my style of gameplay. Why? Here I can pick up a lot of loot. I can get armor, I can get weapons. I can get most everything I need. And generally speaking, I'm not stuck in a firefight right from the get-go. Every once in a while it happens, but most of the time I can stock up. Now, I would consider my style of gameplay to be defensive. I like to play with a sniper rifle for Battle Royale anyways. For multiplayer, it's another matter, but for Battle Royale. Oh, and I apologize, this little notification that keeps popping up. It happens a couple of times throughout this game. I was testing a new way to record and I kept getting this pop-up, and as you'll see, it comes in at the wrong time. So anyways, look, I'm a thumbs player. I'm playing on an old Android phone. I already know I'm not going to have the quickest reaction time. I would prefer not to get into a one-on-one gunfight. I mean, it's fine if I am, but I want to play to my strengths and the way that I prefer to play. I liken it a little bit to like stock trading, right? Know your risk, know your time frame, all that sort of stuff. And it's the same here. I'm not going to follow the strategy of somebody that is all guns blazing, wanting to get 50 kills. That is not the way I play. I like to take a sniper. I like to be very patient with it, pick my shots, and try to always have the upper hand, gain a little bit of advantage if I can. So, my way of playing is based around that, right? The things that I do are all based around that. And I find that more often than not gets me on the winning team. And I also find it's a good way to play sort of a supporting role on the team. I'm not going to be, like I said, the Rambo, but I'm happy as the support player. Okay, so look, I've got a ton of cash here. So I want to go to the buy station. Two things that I really always try to get is the chopper and then the self-revive kit. Usually I never get to use the self-revive kit, but it's good to have just in case. So yeah, so on some other channels, they'll get into loadout. Hey, this gun, that gun, whatever. For me, no, it's about developing a system of play, a style of play, and sort of a game plan for each round, right? I want to see if I can execute the same thing. So here's a guy, but I have no idea where he went to. All right, so look, right now I have a chopper, heavy machine gun, and a submachine gun. So my preference again is to try to swap out, and here we go. Swapping out the sub for a sniper rifle. This is not my preferred sniper rifle, but you know, I'll take it. I prefer to have also the heavy machine gun. I will use assault rifles. I have no problem with that as well. If I can get it. If I can get the, was it the A117, I think it is. Or if I can get something, you know, if I can get the, you know, my own personal weapons that I have, I will do that. But otherwise, I like having a heavy machine gun. Why? Well, I don't want to get into, you know, the dogfight with people, right? That's where you're dancing around and you're just trying to basically reload. You know, you go through those 30 shots, whatever it is, really quick, and then you have to reload. I would rather play this style. So I'm at an advantage point here, right? I've got the sloped roof that not even the Secret Service can deal with. I've got the satellite on the side as well for a little bit of protection. I know there's a guy in here somewhere. I don't know where, so I'm waiting to see if he comes up. So anyways, back to the heavy machine gun. I hate doing the dance, right? You got the dance where you got to reload, unless you've got sort of the extended clip where you have 50, 60, 70 in the assault. I would rather have the heavy machine gun simply because I can just hit the fire button and I don't have to worry about reloading so much. And a lot of times you can pick a guy off as he's doing the reloading dance. So again, I'm very comfortable here. I can scan the perimeter. I can see what's going on. There's a chance that I can pick some guys off. So that would be my number one, I think, tip for new players, for people just sort of starting out. You know, I mean, obviously fix your settings and fix your heads-up display to be what you want. Mine's pretty, as you can see, pretty unique. But develop a style of play and stick to it as best you can. If you really want to rank up fast, that's the way to go. So here you can see I've got the chopper that I put out. Why? Because I have to sprint. Okay, we are closing in here, and I need some firepower overhead that allows me to do this safely. You could also save it as well till later. But again, this is really an area that I like to use it in, is to provide me cover so I can escape or get to where I want to get to. Okay, that was unexpected. Whoa, that's really unexpected. I was not expecting that guy, and I've got the stupid notification right at this time. Panic is setting in. All right, I'm in a pretty defensible spot here. I feel comfortable. I could take a breather for a second. And there he is. Again, I've taken out that guy, still got 98 left in the clip, so I don't have to worry about reloading. Again, this is a very nice spot. Oh, there he is. So you can see, I mean, you know, he was on the rocks. Not that it was a bad spot, but, you know, if you can get some walls around you, that's even better. Again, you want to try to play the advantage. I mean, if you're a claw player and your reaction times are, you know, are really good, then by all means, you know, play what fits your strength. Checking the spots that I would go. Oh, there he is. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, all right. That was dumb. That was dumb as can be. Was not paying attention to my surroundings of where I was at. It's not going to be ideal starting from scratch here. Try to get to a good spot. Good, right in the building. Tons of loot to get. I've got some defensible points. Okay, this is a really nice spot. I can get multiple angles. Safe zone is shrinking. I'm looking out for people. Whoop, somebody hit me from somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. All right, take a breath. I don't... Oh, these guys are running so fast, though. There's like 3 of them. All right. Take a breath. Let's go. Good defensible position. The zone is shrinking, however. All right, this is perfect. I don't think there's any way they can get to me. I can see, but I do have the zone shrinking. There they are. And this is when I notice I'm by myself. No one left. Got him. Yeah, and that's it. That's the game. I thought I was going to the guy. I don't know if it's the same guy or the wrong guy. I had first there. I had the guy. Couldn't get in as it was shrinking. Fell down to second place, unfortunately. So I wanted to show you this, go through my style of game, see how I adjust to the conditions. So this is what I want to do going forward, rather than talk about, hey, tips and tricks and loadouts and all that sort of stuff. Because honestly, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I've been playing this game since day 1 that it came out. I mean, get good with guns, find out what works for you, right? But don't worry so much about it, especially if you're playing Battle Royale where you need to be a little bit decent at everything. So that's it, guys. Till the next time.